My name is Dr. Rachel Weiner, and I'm a psychologist with a private practice in Houston. And I also have an enrichment-based program that involves museums and cultural events and creative venues, also in Houston. I had gotten all of these referrals from the community from different doctors, and they were asking me to do some form of group therapy with them. That these were people who tend to kind of lose momentum or had trouble gaining it in the first place. They're in their 20s and 30s. They may not be on the autism spectrum. They may have had something traumatic happen in life, but the need is still the same, to be with other people and to socialize with a little bit more comfort and self-confidence. If we are creating new neural connections all the time, as neuroscience tells us, well then why not make them around new, interesting, novel, exciting, or at least kind of provocative information, and have it not be just a static conversation. I grew up going to museums and getting lost in them, but really finding our way together is kind of a metaphor. It's kind of a wandering around with purpose, and the purpose is just discovery. That's something that can feel really inspiring to a lot of people, like maybe that will translate to other parts of their lives. We went to the Manil collection, which is in Houston, of course, and there was an exhibit there by an artist named Mona Hatoum, and she's a Palestinian artist. And there was this one room, one installation that had a lot of buzzing and ordinary household items, but you got a real sense of enclosure, and confinement, and imprisonment. And one of the women in my group had some sensory integration issues, which means that some of the buzzing was actually quite painful to her in her chest. And I could see that she was uncomfortable, but she kept walking toward it. And I approached her and I said, if you want to take a step aside, we can take a breather. And she said, no, I think I'm meant to feel something. A lot of the encounters that we have with not just art, but a lot of different museum artifacts and exhibits can be very jarring or upsetting or difficult to process, even if it's joyful. But it does allow people a sort of naturalistic inoculation against things that they're afraid of or that are just difficult.